My name is Juliana Ome. Today I stand in the gap. I bring you a message from the girl child. Hear what she has to say.
Please don't do this to me. What have I done to deserve pains? You call me innocent child, yet you treat me like a criminal. You tie my legs, you tie my eyes, you put a knife to my genitals, and you block your ears to my screams. You tell me not to cry, but be happy because this pain I face translates into womanhood. You cut out the parts of my own body you think I should not possess. You recreate me after my creator has created me. You see, it is our culture, and yet the same culture was made by human beings who were once like me. Is it a crime to be born female? Had I a choice, I would say to the giver of life, I would rather not come to where I am not needed than to be treated like a criminal. You hold me in your arms as my mother, as my father, and you hand me over to another human being to cause me so much harm and so much pain. Pains unending. I feel pain today, I feel pain tomorrow, I feel pain during sex, and I feel pain while giving birth to my own child. So where is the joys of the womanhood you promised? Why will you keep doing this to me, my sisters and my sisters yet unborn, and you call it tradition? Just remember, the thing you call tradition is the same thing you can change. Remember, the killing of twins was once a tradition. This too can be stopped. Today the world celebrates the girl child, and yet the life I see ahead of me has no celebration in it but pains. Pains! Pains! Pains. Mama, don't let them cut us anymore. Papa, please be my hero today and protect me.
Juliana Ome is the name. Female circumcision is the topic. Female circumcision is an old practice. It has been known to be practiced in Africa, the Middle East, Asia, even some communities in the Western world. It is also called female genital cutting. It was formerly called female genital mutilation, and the practice is mostly carried out by traditional circumcisers. Some of these persons also help women deliver in their homes. Thank you for leaving out very important things to hear what this is about. Female circumcision may sound strange to you. You may even think it is not necessary because you expect everyone to be enlightened in this day and age. But the truth is, that is not the case. And I am certain that some of the persons that work in your space are deeply involved in the practice of female circumcision. So the message may not be for you, but for someone you know. Maybe your driver, your gardener, your gatekeeper, domestic staff, the janitors that work in your office and your company. The list is endless. These persons work for you in the daytime, but go back to their families and practice some of these harmful acts, all in the name of culture and traditions. Some of the persons watching this video right now are victims of female circumcision, and I truly sympathize with you. Please, don't take this for granted. What is common knowledge to you may not be so for another person. Take the message to the ends of the world. The girl child is in pains. The girl child needs to experience life as it should. Is it too much to ask? Female circumcision has no health benefits, and it harms girls and women in so many ways. Now, this is what the female genitalia looks like at birth, and that is what it looks like after circumcision. The female genitalia is designed to perform various functions. There are two major openings at the middle. The smaller opening on top is for urination. It's called the urethra. The larger opening at the down part is for menstrual flow, sexual intercourse, childbirth, and for medical treatments when necessary, and it is called the vaginal opening. These openings are covered by 2 layers of flesh, and at the meeting point of these layers of flesh is the clitoris, like a small cap, which helps a woman experience maximum sexual pleasure. The total arrangement of the female genitalia also helps the vagina to open very well during childbirth. When anybody uses razor or knife or broken bottle or any sharp objects like scissors to damage the female genitalia and interferes with the natural appearance and functions of girls' and women's bodies, it is called female circumcision. More than 200 million girls and women alive today have been cut in 30 countries in Africa, Middle East, and Asia where female circumcision is commonly practiced. And more than 3 million girls are estimated to be at risk of this painful act every year. Some are caught few days after they are born. Some are caught at around 8 or 9 years around puberty. Some are caught at teenage years just before marriage. Some are caught in their first pregnancies to prepare them for childbirth. There are different types of female circumcision. Types 1, 2, 3, and 4. But type 3 is the most severe form of female circumcision. The genitalia is cut off and the fleshy folds are stitched together and the vagina is narrower. Then the girl's legs are tied together for some days for her to heal. And when she eventually gets married, she will need to be cut open so that she can have sex with her husband. This type is called infibulation. The reasons why female circumcision formed vary from one region to another, as well as over time. And they include a mix of socio-cultural factors between families and communities. The major reasons are for cultural reasons. Some communities perform female circumcision because their forefathers did it, so it's a way of life for them. Some tribes perform female circumcision as a rite of passage into womanhood. So it is performed for young girls and teenagers. In many communities, a female is circumcised to stop her from sleeping around. She stays a virgin before marriage, and after marriage, she does not involve in extramarital affairs or go to any other man apart from her husband. This is so because the clitoris that is needed for maximum sexual pleasure is cut off, so her libido is reduced. And again, some people circumcise females because the man will have to marry many wives, and in order to keep these women faithful to him, their sexual drives should be low, so that none of the wives will run out of the marriages in search of pleasure, since they really never experienced it. In fact, some of the women would prefer not to sleep with their husbands because of the pains they will experience, except when they want to get pregnant. For some other communities, they believe that the clitoris causes itching and circumcision should be done for ritual cleansing of the girl child. Some others carry out this cut during a woman's first pregnancy in preparation for childbirth. In fact, in some communities, if a female child is not circumcised, her fellow girl children will laugh at her and they will call her names. They will tell her that she has a third leg. There are a lot of cultural and tribal reasons. And most times, people don't want to question this act because they have embraced it as a way of life. Remember Mary Slessor? She found herself somewhere in Calabar, Nigeria, and she questioned the killing of twins, which was also a cultural practice back then. And it was done out of ignorance, and today twins are allowed to live. So what we may be holding on to as our culture, our tradition, our way of life, and giving so much respect and worship to, is causing harm to human beings. The girl child is suffering and needs to be protected. Female circumcision causes problem for the girl child from the moment it is performed until adulthood. She's in severe pains. It's a local procedure, so no injection is given to her to numb the pain. She may bleed severely and can die from shock. Infections can get in there like tetanus. She will have fever, injuries around the genitalia like swelling. And she can have problems with urination or painful urination and urinary tract infections. And over the time, she will develop complications like wound healing problems, scar formation, pain during sex, lack of satisfaction during sex, and sex becomes like a duty in the house, like washing plates. She will only do it to get pregnant or to satisfy her husband. The woman may develop problems during childbirth. The first time I witnessed vaginal birth in a circumcised woman, I was sad. The degree of tears this woman sustained, the bleeding. Her vagina was so tight that to deliver her baby was a real struggle. Women are going through a lot. The complications are endless. Some women come down with psychological problems. Some young ladies have been going from one man to another in search of an experience some of their friends who were not circumcised enjoy and tell them about, without knowing that the cause of their lack of satisfaction during sex is because the apparatus God placed to achieve orgasm was removed before they had the sense of existence as human beings. Some of these young women suffer depression, anxiety, post-traumatic disorder, low self-esteem. Some of the women will have to undergo operation again so that they'll open their vagina before they can sleep with their husbands. For example, women that undergo type 3 female circumcision. They can even have chronic pain and infertility. Female circumcision of any type has been recognized as a harmful practice and is a violation of human rights. It has no health benefits and it harms girls and women. It is a violation of the rights of female children. The practice also violates a person's right to health, security, and physical integrity. The right to be free from torture, cruel and inhuman or degrading treatments. It violates the right to life when circumcision causes a female to die. Some religious and political leaders have come out over the years to ban this wicked act against the girl child. Some persons are less concerned and others are silent about this. Please, let us speak up for the girl child. Some of us were privileged to be born into civilized families and we were not touched or deformed. Unfortunately, some girls and women have been caught and we cannot put back what was removed. They have been scarred for life, but we can speak up and join our voices with those living with this scar to save our future generation from this wicked act. Some communities circumcise the girl child and leave the male child who needs the circumcision. What a life. Female circumcision is a crime against the girl child. Female circumcision is inhuman. Female circumcision is an abuse to human life. Female circumcision should not be allowed in our world. Let the girl child stay the way she was created. Let the girl child live her life to the full. In the words of Viktor Frankl, a human being is a deciding being. Let us decide today to give the girl child what she is demanding of us. Let her be involved in decisions that concern her. Let us listen to the voice of the girl child. Her voice, our equal future. Happy International Day of the Girl Child. Please share this video to give the voice of the girl child the attention it deserves. And subscribe to my channel if you are yet to. Once again, thank you for your time. Stay connected, stay in touch, and see you again.